Welcome back to a lecture series on geographical information system. In this lecture, what now we are going to discuss about the attribute table and add field. So, in already I have told that GIS is not a map making tool; it's a map analyzing tool. What do you mean by map analysis? So, the map has to give all the answers with respect to its graphical distribution. So all this is coming at the back end, which is operating the attribute data. You can extend your data up to 300 plus 300 rows and 300 columns of information. You can add and you can put any question into a map, and then the map will ready to answer. It is because of the attribute table it has. Attribute table is considered as a backbone of GIS because this carries meaningful information to display it in the front end of the map. Hence, GIS plays a major role in map analyzing capacity rather than map displaying capacity. So, in this context, this exercise gives you that there are three, attribute table and add field. So, we will discuss about the attribute table and add field. Attribute, as you know, it is a graphic illustration information data sets. This graphic, it means you are seeing the map here, numbers like 432, right? You have attribute table for this. You see numbers are represented as the attribute table on the other side. You have a table like, and you have parallel colors here, whatever the color. You see one is green in color, one is represented, one is nothing but it is a forest land. The total number of one is 9, and similarly 3 is represented. 3 is a cropland, it has again count 9. It is like that, it carries informations. You see this is 4. 4 is not a number. 4. There are 11 count of urban area. So all this is thing, the type of land is represented in different colors. You can also add field after preparing this. In case if you are doing any more interpretation, you can add field into this additional, that is adding of additional information about illustrates. Now we will see catalog and table content. There are 3 steps involved in 3 steps of catalog. One is step 1 is add field create, and add field create to attribute table after created. Number 1, we have to add field when create future class itself. We will be doing, that when we are creating GDB and future class, by the time itself we can create this one, as well as you can also create add field through attribute table after creating. So we will do this too a little bit now. Add field, it carries field name and field data type. Field name is the name of the field. You are assigning the type, or and field type, it means what is the number you are going to type, or you are going to type short integer, long integer. And there are field data types are 5 in number. Numeric you have long integer, short integer, float, double. In float you have single precision floating point numbers, and in double precision floating point numbers. Float, it means after the number 0.00 or 0.02, like that. It's single precision and double precision. And you can use, because that depends upon the data you have. Suppose if you are going to type the name of the locations like series of alphanumeric symbols, maybe a street name or attribute property or textual descriptions, you'll be typing the name of village, name of the district, like that. Coming to the date, it is date and time or date and time. Maybe this is always represented month, date, year, hours, minutes, seconds. So this is automatically generated one in the data set. The blob is a stored as long sequence of binary numbers. RJ stores annotation, dimension, and items like images, multimedia, bits, codes, everything. And GUID, global ID, this is called GUID. That this registry string consisting of 36 characteristics, and it includes in query brackets, right? This is how queued is being represented. And raster, It links the features field to an image. It actually stores the raster data, that is pixels and rows, pixels and columns at the back end. So this is how the data format is there, and now we will see how we are creating, adding the database. Now first we are creating future class. As you know that you are creating first geodatabase and then future class. So we are now going to do the step one. That's why I'm just coming back to this place. Now I am going to catalog. In the catalog, right click, feature class, create, go to new, create feature class. You just name it. Geomorphology, something like that. You can take maybe a point or line or polygon. So this will come automatically. Now here it is. Now feature class, this is the feature attribute table, and here you can develop your attribute table during generation itself and create feature class itself. Field name, field data type. Field name, as you know, you are going to assign the name of the street or name of the district, name of the village, name of the town, and you are going to assign the data type. What type of data it is? Is it full numeric or decimal, float, short integer, something like that? So field name is location. Now we are taking the location. Location, normally we type the name of the area, so we take it as a text. Maybe the address, if you are going to do it, also you can take address. That's also text. Both are alphanumeric. Length of a road or a street. It is always very simple one. So short integer is good. Short integer. Normally we select short integer for this. And similarly, when we assign the length of the highway, it may be a long integer. Molecular weight. Sometimes some of the chemical data we work, normally in geology we work with the chemical, I mean characteristics of minerals, the spatial distribution of mineral and its molecular weight, and there we will sometimes we will have to give the attribute with respect to every element as a point location, or the spatial distribution of polygon 2. There it is decimal is required. So here now I am selecting float. So this is how normally we select and then do all our exercise on adding, depending upon the data type and the data structure, whatever we do interest on this, and we will be able to do it. Okay. Specific gravity, like it's more on geology. Like feldspar, suppose if you are mentioning that it is a feldspar domain, it is a quartz domain, it is a tourmaline domain. You can differentiate the location into by means of specific gravity. So it is also float, maybe sometimes single digit or double digit. we will be able to do it like this by understanding the basic data type of our, I mean of our data display, either by means of and here comes the water bodies. Normally water bodies will have, double. Uh, we will select double. So this is how we develop the database attribute table during feature class generation itself. You can also add field photos by clicking here. So that is, you can take it as raster or blob or qt, as we have discussed. We take it as a raster. You can take as you wish. Suppose if you are doing any coastal analysis, and keep it in your mind that we have selected almost all text, long integer, short integer, everything we have selected, and then the length also we can give. We can change the length wherever we want to. At that you see the field properties at the bottom. You look at and then you can change. You can change if you want 100, or if you want, if you the characteristics of the name of the location. If it is more than 100 characters, you can increase. So that depends upon you. So now you, once if you start doing it, you then finish. Now we have created the field. You just right click and then see open attribute table, and then you just look at it. Now we will go to the second step, add fields create through attribute table after creating the feature class. Right now third step is over. Second step, when we do it, I mean the exercise, it in the table of content, go to geomorphology, right click, open attribute table. Already this is what we have created. All fields are there. We have created fields. Now you just see that. Now you look at that, all this field, the length of road, everything we have created. Now we are going to add it in the existing one. Right. Once if you want to add it, you just go to this table option, add field. You can add the field over here itself. Many times we do creating our field creation after feature class, because we don't know while starting the project. But while doing the project, we may need of adding the fields, like you see you have a feature class, and then you know what type of data and what is the length, field properties, everything you fill it here. Suppose if it is a line length, if it is a double digit, and so this is the option that we have to explore, and then we have to add it. Okay, you can increase. You see feature class has come. Similarly, we can add many classes, many databases. That is the strength of the data. Now you are adding area my feature class. It means it is a circle. Suppose if I am drawing a lake, it is always a long integer. Sometimes if it is a floating also you can do, or that depends upon your expected output. Double I am selecting, and then the length also I can give. So like this the data is added here, and now everything is very clear with respect to adding the attribute table, adding different fields, and giving field name, field data type, everything. So this is very interesting, that, and moreover this is the backbone of GIS. One should know how to create attribute table and add attribute table. So with this, the exercise is come to an end. Thank you very much.